From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, patterns are everywhere. These patterns are the fundamental threads that weave the fabric of our universe, connecting the minuscule with the immense in a cosmic dance of order and symmetry. They are the repeating elements, the recurring sequences, the predictable structures that give the universe its order. From the spirals of a sunflower to the geometric precision of crop fields, these patterns are not just random occurrences but are deeply rooted in the laws of nature. Our brains, those remarkable organs that make us human, are wired to seek out these patterns. This innate ability to detect and interpret patterns is what allows us to make sense of the world around us, to predict outcomes, and to innovate. Why? Because recognizing patterns is not just about appreciating the beauty of the cosmos, it's about survival. Throughout human evolution, our ancestors relied on this skill to navigate their environment, find food, and avoid danger. In the vast tapestry of existence, recognizing patterns has always been crucial for survival. The intricate designs of spider webs, the flowing paths of river deltas, and the majestic formations of mountain ranges all tell a story of nature's inherent order. Imagine our early ancestors venturing out for food. They had to be keen observers, noticing the subtle signs that indicated the presence of prey or the ripeness of fruits. They observed patterns in animal behavior, weather changes, and the growth cycles of plants. These observations were not just casual, they were critical for making decisions that could mean life or death. This ability to recognize and understand patterns meant the difference between a successful hunt and an empty stomach, between a bountiful harvest and famine. It was the key to thriving in a world full of uncertainties, between finding shelter from a storm and being caught unprepared. Recognizing the signs of an approaching storm, building shelters, and preparing for harsh weather were all part of the survival toolkit that our ancestors developed through pattern recognition. Today, this ancient skill continues to serve us. In our modern world, we use pattern recognition in countless ways, from scientific research to everyday problem solving. It is a testament to the enduring power of patterns in shaping our understanding of the universe and our place within it. As we advance technologically, our ability to detect and utilize patterns grows exponentially. Artificial intelligence, data analysis, and even the way we interact with our devices all rely on this fundamental human skill. The universe in a grain of sand indeed reveals the profound interconnectedness of all things. Our brains are prediction machines, constantly trying to anticipate what will happen next. This ability to predict is crucial for our survival and daily functioning. To do this, they rely on patterns. Patterns are everywhere, from the natural world to the man-made environment. Every time we encounter something new, our brains try to relate it to something we've already experienced. This process helps us quickly understand and react to new situations. This is how we learn and make sense of the world around us. By connecting new information to existing knowledge, we build a more comprehensive understanding of our surroundings. Think about learning a new language. It's a perfect example of how our brains crave and utilize patterns. At first, it's a jumble of unfamiliar sounds. The words and phrases seem random and confusing. But as we start to recognize patterns in the sounds and grammar, the language begins to make sense. We notice recurring structures and common phrases. We begin to understand the rules, the structure, the underlying patterns that make communication possible. This pattern recognition is what allows us to progress from basic phrases to fluent conversation. This innate ability to detect patterns is not limited to language. It extends to many areas of our lives. It's a fundamental aspect of how our brains process information. Whether we're solving a puzzle, playing a musical instrument, or recognizing faces in a crowd, our brains are constantly searching for patterns. This pattern-seeking behavior helps us make predictions, solve problems, and create art. It's a key part of what makes us human. Across different cultures and throughout history, humans have always sought to understand and replicate patterns. From ancient architecture to modern technology, patterns are a universal language. Understanding this can help us appreciate the complexity and beauty of the world around us. It also highlights the incredible capabilities of our brains. So next time you notice a pattern, whether in nature, art, or daily life, remember that it's your brain's way of making sense of the world. Embrace it and marvel at the intricate workings of your mind. Have you ever looked at a cloud and seen a face, perhaps with eyes, a nose, and a mouth, almost as if it were smiling down at you? Or maybe you've spotted an animal shape in the random patterns of a stucco ceiling, like a dog or a cat, seemingly hidden in the texture. This phenomenon is called pareidolia, and it's a fascinating example of our brain's tendency to find patterns, even where they don't exist. Our minds are wired to seek out familiar shapes and forms, making sense of the chaos around us. Pareidolia highlights the extraordinary ability of our brains to extract meaningful information from seemingly random data. This pattern-seeking behavior is not just a quirk, it's a fundamental aspect of human cognition. Our ancestors, living in a world full of dangers, benefited immensely from this heightened sensitivity to patterns. It was a crucial survival mechanism. It allowed them to spot a predator lurking in the shadows, camouflaged and ready to pounce, giving them a chance to react and stay safe. Or identify a potential source of food in the undergrowth, recognizing edible plants or animals hidden among the foliage. This ability to discern patterns helped them navigate their environment more effectively. Even in our modern world, pareidolia continues to play a role. We see faces in inanimate objects, like the front of a car or a building facade, and it brings a sense of familiarity and comfort. Artists often exploit this tendency, creating abstract works that invite viewers to find their own patterns and meanings. It's a testament to the power of our pattern-seeking minds. So the next time you see a face in the clouds or an animal in the ceiling, remember that it's your brain's incredible ability to find order in chaos at work, a skill honed over millennia.